Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 14 yards. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. But that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
In terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s. Supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Hodgins from 10 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now Hurts on the option right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit to Barkley inside, and it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with the option. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Sanders toss left side, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football.
There's Jake Elliott, career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Back to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jones hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra try and jump.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 33-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right?
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he is in. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.